What's up? My name is Charlie Brickley. I'm a real estate agent with Serenity Real Estate. I just closed a deal with a client on a duplex in Delmar, New York. It's going to be a house hack for him, my personal favorite kind of deal. In this video, we're going to give you a little tour of the house, see what he's doing there, and then we'll talk about the numbers and details of the house buying transaction, and we'll show you the positive effect it had on his finances and show you how you can do the same thing for yourself. Hey, this is Charlie Brickley with Serenity Real Estate. I'm here with my friend Nate. We just closed on his duplex here a couple of weeks ago. Wanted to give you a little tour and see what we're doing.
You'll have to excuse my attire. I am in house hacking demo day mode right now. So this is our new house that we're going to be house hacking. If you want to take a join me through here, this house was built in 1931. It's a wood construction, vinyl siding on the side. There's 2 bedrooms, 1 bath downstairs, and 1 bedroom, 1 bath upstairs. It's going to be our rental unit. We had it rented within a day, and our tenant's going to be moving in next week.
Very good.
Yeah. So we got a door to the basement right here. We have a nice sun porch right back here. A patio with some demolition materials here. Our nice 2-bay garage. And then back here, a partially fenced-in yard. Have a little bit of work to do back here, getting some lawn going on, and some other exterior refinishing, but not a ton. All right, so this is our garage. Like any good garage, it's full of crap right now. We're getting there though. The previous owner nicely had installed these new overhead door openers, closers, just before we moved in. There's a full attic upstairs that goes the entire length of the garage. That'll eventually be my work from home office. So, all right, so come on in. This is our unit. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Like I said, we're in demo mode, and my wife might be a little pissed that we're doing this, but so this is our kitchen. So far, I've done the outlets and light switches for everything because they were old 2-prong outlets or ground outlets that weren't actually grounded. Found that by popping the plates off. This unit really doesn't need a whole ton, and that was really one of the reasons why we decided to go with this unit, or this house in general, is because it didn't really need a lot. You know, it needs a little bit of finishing, needs a little bit of paint, but overall, not a ton. We wanted to be able to move into this, do our work upstairs, and then roll on from there.
Yeah, and you got that unit rented out upstairs pretty quick because it didn't need much work, right?
Exactly.
So you don't have to go a bunch of months without any rental income.
Exactly. You know, we paid a little bit more than what other people like yourself and some of our coworkers and other people I've seen that do investment properties paid. This property was $255,000, which, you know, I have coworkers and other friends that have paid, you know, closer to $100,000 for their properties, but this is in an excellent area and one of the best communities in the capital region, so we can get $1,000 a month for a 1-bedroom that's upstairs. So we'll get up there in a bit.
Yeah, and all the comparable sales in this area are most of them are higher than that 255 number. So you're actually you're actually on the lower end of the price spectrum in this area.
Exactly. We're in a good spot, and you know, like I said, higher than others do, but we also bought more. You know, we got more bang for our buck here as well.
Yeah, and I think you'll get a good amount of appreciation if you hold on to it for a while.
Absolutely, and that's the plan. We want to do the buy and hold, and eventually move out of this unit, rent this unit out, and then cash flow the heck out of the whole place. So, if you want to take a look in the living room real quick, pretty basic. There's nice hardwood floors in here. The previous owner had redone the floors in the kitchen with laminate over the hardwood. We're probably going to keep that for now, just because, you know, it's time to rip it up, but we'll see. I'm unsure about what we're going to do with that, but nice living room, dining room, and we are in the process of building a few pieces of furniture too, so. So it's kind of dark in here. The bathroom had a big closet that was right in here. If you can kind of see, it's kind of difficult to see. This closet was a doored cabinet that came all the way out to here, and the closet went all the way back. So you literally had to reach like your entire shoulder into the cabinet in order to reach stuff in the back. So I figured it was kind of wasted space, and got a little hammer happy, and went at it and got that done. I'm going to be taking this wall right here down because we're having some plumbing issues. Nothing huge. I mean, the shower's still usable, but I want to replace the fixtures in here. They're old fixtures, and they kind of leak a little bit. Not a ton, but a little bit. So I want to replace these, and that's going to include replacing some plumbing as well. But all stuff that's very doable. You know, I've been watching lots of YouTube videos and you know, getting it kind of figured out. So we shall see. The rooms are right here. We have our room and our daughter's room. You know, we just did paint in these rooms. You know, they were a little bit funky colored. This one, our bedroom actually had a brown wall where our bed is right now, and we did a one coat of actually I think it was 2 coats of Benjamin Moore Regal Select that nicely hid that. You can't even tell that it was dark, and it brightened up the entire room.
Yeah, that looks really nice.
Yeah, it's like a very, very light gray, but it's technically gray, not white. It looks kind of white to me, but take a look at the basement. So the basement's got a nice little built-in cabinet right here for all your dust pans and brooms and all that stuff. We got an exterior door here. We're gonna have our tenants be able to access the washer and dryer from that door right there. We'll lock the upstairs door.
Nice.
So they don't access to our unit. So, standard issue basement. We got a slab sink, washer and dryer, our internet and electrical panel box over here. When we bought this a couple weeks ago, everything is basically new. So the water heater is, I believe, 2 years old. The furnace is a nice train unit that is also about 2 years old. But some stuff in here that has been updated, like some of the electrical wiring and whatnot, is a to be done items on my list. Also, it's only about a half basement, as you can see back there. Probably, it's a crawl space once you get through there. So it'll be fun redoing some plumbing through there, but it's all part of home ownership.
Yeah.
Got ourselves a nice built-in cabinet here for paint and all sorts of stuff. So
nice.
Pretty happy with that. The upstairs. So there's only one furnace, which means that we are going to be paying for the heat and hot water for this unit up here, but we can charge for rent, you know, accordingly with that. So if you want to come on up, we're in full rehab mode up here. So obviously I have the stove, oven, and fridge from the kitchen out here in the hallway because I'm redoing some flooring stuff in there. So if you want to take a peek in the bathroom,
yep.
This bathroom needs less than our bathroom upstairs needs. So we were painted. We're not going to do anything with it. It works. It's functional, and it looks pretty decent. So the one thing that we have had quoted is windows for this place because the windows are old single pane windows. We've been told by several of the contractors, window contractors, that they're probably original. I don't know if I can't confirm the validity of that or not, but they are definitely old and definitely very drafty. So this is our project of the day. We had this old yellow and white linoleum was in this kitchen. So I took the transition off this morning and peeled a little piece up and found hardwood underneath. So I decided I was gonna get rid of it all and keep the hardwood down. So done a lot of work today so far, and gotta get some of this black mastic up off of here and then sand it down, and it should look a heck of a lot better. But we'll probably do a follow-up video with my afterwards. Well, maybe. I got tenants moving in 6 days, so I'm not sure. But so right off the kitchen here, the tenants have a nice little balcony, patio, deck, whatever you want to call it.
Take a quick look.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Overlooks the property.
It'll be nice in the summer. They can sit out here, or you know, whatever.
It's one of the selling points of the property is that you know, their unit has their own nice little private overlook here. Probably going to redo some of the parts of this just because it's a little bit shaky, but I've told the tenants that, you know, they're going to need to be careful with it, and they're understanding that, you know, this is not something to have 20 people on or anything like that. So
no big parties back here?
No big parties back here. Alright, so really big pantry in there. They actually have a bigger pantry area. We don't have a pantry at all for our unit, so theirs is pretty big. It goes all the way back along the roof line as well. And over here, we're trying to decide whether we want to peel up the carpet or not, because the hardwood on our carpet is actually really nice. Here, I'll peel up a little piece of it real quick. We're gonna do this peel and stick flooring before we found that there was hardwood under there. So this is the hardwood that's underneath the carpet. As you can see, it's in really decent shape, and I mean, I don't think we have to do really that much to it. So it looks like they cleaned it nicely before they put the carpet down. But why you put carpet on hardwood, I have zero idea. But this is what it is. So this is one of the bedrooms, or this is the bedroom for up here. We thought that this entire unit was painted white until we put some white paint on it and realized it was like a creamish yellow. So my wife has graciously painted pretty much the entire unit. Done a really great job of it so far. So
nice.
They have a really big closet in there, bigger than either of our closets combined.
It is very big.
Which is really nice. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So, and then over in here we have the living room. So not a huge living room. Obviously we're currently doing some painting while we're working here right now. So, but nice hardwood floors in here that we didn't have to expose, which is nice. Just I'll put the TV over there, couch over here. I mean, it'll work out well for them. So, and a nice little closet in there that my wife is graciously painting right now. So, I think that's probably about it.
I think so. No, I think you covered it all. Looks good.
Awesome.
I think it's going to be awesome once it's done.
Yeah, we're very happy with it so far.
Nate, can you tell us a little bit about your whole house buying experience?
Absolutely. So we decided, let's see, it was about 3 to 4 months ago that we wanted to buy a house. We wanted to, we were open to the possibility of either single family or doing a house hacking 2-family, 3-family sort of deal. So I talked to Charlie about getting on and having some email sent to me with different, what was on the market, seeing what was around. So we did that. We ended up looking at, I think it was about 15 to 17 different properties before we actually found this one. So this is one of my biggest tips to people who are thinking about doing this is keep looking, because especially in the capital region, there are more properties to be found. There is inventory out there, you just gotta wait for it. This particular property had dropped from $259,000 down to $249,000, and it kind of just snuck in under our $250,000 upper end. So it popped up on my email, and we looked at it. We really liked the neighborhood, so we said, all right, we need to go see this immediately. So we ended up setting up with Charlie a showing for the next day, and came and looked at it, and we were one of 3 people to look at it on that same day. And we loved it. The 2-bedroom, 1-bath downstairs is perfect for us, and the 1-bedroom, 1-bath up here is very rentable. So we asked Charlie if he could put in an offer, and he threw it in, and we ended up getting the offer accepted. I ended up writing them a letter, and this is kind of a tip to people who are looking to do this as well, is write a nice letter about yourself and what you liked about the house. We included a little picture of ourselves, my wife, my daughter, and I on there, and just dropped it right in her mailbox. So and we ended up finding out that she wanted this to go to somebody who was going to own or occupy and was going to truly enjoy the house and invest in the house and take care of it well. So
especially nowadays, it's a bit of a seller's market right now. So
absolutely.
There's multiple offers on a lot of houses. So anything you can do to try to convince the seller to pick your offer.
Absolutely. So I mean, we ended up offering asking price at $249, and the seller came back with us that she wanted $255 because there was somebody who would come in with a cash offer. So she came back with $255, and $5,000 over 30 years is not a lot of money. Yeah. So we decided to go with that.
All right, cool. So can you tell us a little bit more about exact numbers and financing and how everything's going to work out with your monthly payments and everything?
Absolutely. So we ended up getting the house, as I said, for $255,000. $205,000 of that ended up being from Trustco. We did our mortgage through Trustco. It was a 3% down product with no borrower paid PMI. We ended up having to borrow the $50,000 from my family, but it also could have been a third party hard money sort of lender or something like that as well. I'm sure it would have been fine because this property will cash flow, especially after we're not owner occupying it anymore, really well. So my mortgage payment through Trustco is $937 a month, and my payment to my parents at a 3% interest over 10 years is about $550 a month. So it ends up being right around $1,500 a month for this, and the upstairs is renting for $1,000 a month for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, including heat and hot water, FiOS internets, and garbage and plowing. So we're not giving away the world with it, but we're getting a good rate. We're in a great neighborhood, and it works out well. Our last apartment was $1,800 a month for a very nice 2-bedroom with a garage. So this will be right around $500 a month out of our pockets, plus some of the utility expenses and whatnot will be a little bit higher because it's a little less efficient than our last apartment. But we're talking $700 a month when we were paying $1,800 before. So you can't beat that. I saved $12,000 a year by buying a house.
Yeah. So I mean, it's definitely a very positive step for your financial situation. Would you
Absolutely.
say, right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And yeah, also with the kind of creative financing that you did, you got a loan from your parents, a private lender, pretty much, to kind of complete the transaction. I know, if some realtors or banks are kind of a little bit scared to do anything creative at all. Would you say there's an advantage to using a realtor who's kind of done investment properties and creative kind of stuff like that in the past?
Absolutely. So with the last house that we tried to buy, because about a year ago we tried to buy a single family home in Albany, and I was looking to get creative with our lending situation. So I went to a few different banks, explained to them what I wanted, and they were all kind of afraid of it. And our realtor, who was not Charlie last time, was also a bit skittish about it as well. And our realtor last time, we ended up having to basically be the general contractors for the entire home buying experience without even having ever bought a home before. So I had to constantly bug her for information. I had to constantly bug the lender for information. This time was completely different. Charlie and Justin Singer over at Trustco in Delmar, it worked like a well-oiled machine. And Justin got our mortgage rolling through, and Charlie, this entire process was very great with a good suggestion for an attorney, and the whole process was very smooth.
For people out there who might be thinking about doing a house hack, would you recommend it to other people?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm saving $1,100 a month by buying a house, and every bit of money that is going into this house is being put into our equity in the house, and is us building wealth and building an asset for ourselves versus taking $1,800 and throwing it out the window.
Yeah. And so, if someone does say, yes, I want to do a house hack, or yes, I want to do an investment property, is there anyone that you would recommend to use as a realtor?
Of course. My buddy Charlie Brickley with Serenity Real Estate is made this experience, like I said, flawless with us. So it was excellent. I greatly recommend both him and the team at Serenity.
Cool. Thanks, Nate. I really appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Charlie.
So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video and saw how awesome the house hack can be. If you have any questions about house hacking or investment properties in general, leave a comment below or shoot me a call or a text or an email. I'll put our contact info below, and we'll be happy to help you out.